Alright everyone, welcome back to another CS News. Before we get into it today, I just make sure everyone likes and subscribes on the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Today we're going to be talking about the Perfect World Shanghai Major, the elimination stage, and what we're going to see to come in the playoffs. Something to note before we get into that is Ageworks on SAW has been benched for SHR. Not really a big transfer, but it still is one of the top 20, top 30 teams. So it is notable, but nothing has really changed. However, let's get into the bracket real quick. I don't want to go over pick'ems yet, but we will do that in due time. So the first two matches on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Mongols Mouse, Spirit Liquid. Those are kind of the low hitters, and then the big heavy hitters are on the Thursday Friday matchup is G2 Heroic Vitality Phase. And then you have your semifinals Friday night, Saturday morning, and then the final is on the 15th or Sunday at 1 a.m. my time, which I'm West Coast, so I think that's 4 a.m. East Coast time. But it's honestly it's a pretty good time zone. Honestly, not too bad. I can take the 1 a.m. However, let's really talk about the teams going into this. First of all, the O3s, Wildcard and Big. I don't think that really surprised anyone. I actually had Gamer Legion and Pain as my O3s. They both played in those matches, but lost, unfortunately. But you know, things happen. Is what it is. Um, I'm still alive for the diamond coin, by the way. So don't worry about that. I had Mouse, Spirit, Liquid, G2, and FaZe all going through the next round in the 3-1, and I had Vitality as a 3-0. So I got 6 out of 10. Thank God I got saved. But something to note as well. Gamer Legion kind of put up a good fight. They did okay. I think they lost to. Oh yeah, they lost to NAVI 2-0. And then as well, 3 to Max. They put up a good fight, going down to the 1-2 bracket really early. And then they just lost to Mouse, unfortunately. But you know that happens. Um, Sometimes you just win, you lose. I honestly thought that they would have actually gone 0-3. I didn't have them in my 0-3 picks because I think they had an easy second game against Pain if Pain lost, which they did. So, you know, it is what it is. I think 3D Max, they had a good run. They got 3-0 um, through the tournament. So, into the playoffs, or sorry, not the playoffs, into the elimination stage. So, you know, they had a good tournament, and that's all we can say for them. Also, all the Brazilian representation is out. MIBR and Furia honestly looked like some of the best teams. Uh, in the tournament, but they just kind of had tough brackets, and also they played probably some of the best CS I've seen them play in a while. Same with Pain, even though they finished 1-3, their performance in the last stage was pretty dominant. I think they finished 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. But they played really well. All the Brazilian teams, you know, played excellent. And Sani, big story coming out of MBR. I actually want to see his rating real quick. If we go take a look at events ended. And we look at stats. I think, yeah, he's he's a 1.45 rating across 8 maps, and they actually, yeah, hold on now. Actually, they have the second best rating in the tournament under the Mongols, which I'll touch on in a minute. The Mongols are looking incredible. But yeah, and Sonny's looking really good. I honestly think he's going to be the next Brazilian superstar. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, with that being said, one big blemish that we do have on the eliminations is Navi was eliminated. They played a really close game against Heroic yesterday. 2-1 was the scoreline. Almost brought it over the line, but they just couldn't on Ancient. Just couldn't get it over the line. Heroic, you know, gave up a few clutches at the end, but Navi kind of just petered out, and they didn't get you know, to where they should. Being the number 1 team, you would expect they would qualify. They didn't. So that's the first half. Now let's talk about the new teams in. As I mentioned, FaZe, Vitality, Heroic, G2, Liquid Spirit, Mouse, Mongols. Now, if we go, this is just the matchups here. We can go here. This is a bit more of a more detailed view. I guess we can kind of get into the pick'ems of things. All these matches are best of 3s. No best of 5s. The prize pool for the top, top prize is 500,000. Now, who do I think will win? I honestly think the Mongols will win. Do I want them to win? Yes. Do I? At the same time, no, because I want Liquid to win, and I'm a Liquid fanboy. I have to admit it. I'm sorry, but I think the Mongols will win. I think first of all, this game against Mouse, they're going to absolutely shred them. Mouse has not been looking good, as again They finished 3-2. The Mongols haven't dropped a single. Yeah, there's a single 13 match win streak. The only map they dropped this tournament was against Heroic. And before that, it was against Drills, and they have just been on an absolute tear. I mean, 13-6 against MIBR, Gamer Legion 2-0, Rare Atom 13-2, G2 13-10, which, by the way, this game was not as close as some people think. The Mongols honestly destroyed them, but Munisi and Nico and Hunter had some comebacks, so they played, they did well, and brought it back a couple, 3 or 4 rounds they could have done. And made it to what the scoreline was, but obviously didn't put them over the line, but G2 still qualified, so it doesn't matter. Mouse, they played a really close game against them, which now they will play. I would assume that Mirage will probably be picked in this matchup, as they are both pretty heavily played maps for both teams, and Heroic, obviously winning 2-1 there. But Heroic, again, has been looking a little bit shaky. This was kind of more, that second map was a bit of a, or the Heroic win map, excuse me, was a bit of a blunder, but, or a bit of a blemish, sorry, a bit of kind of out there, but, you know, they still dropped a map, and that's the first map they've dropped in a while, honestly, in like a month, which is crazy to say. The Mongols were not even, I mean, I wouldn't expect them, with going into the opening stage, I don't think the Mongols, with this lineup, I did not expect them to perform as well as they did. I did not even expect them to beat G2, and they didn't. They did. So I'm really surprised, and I think they've just been crushing everyone, and it would not surprise me if they win. And I will be having them going all the way in my pick'ems, but I want to just take a little bit more analysis onto this map. Obviously, instant ban for Mongols is Vertigo, so that won't get played. Anubis won't get played. I think the Mongols should pick Ancient on Mouse. They haven't really played it recently, and when they have, they haven't looked the best. I think Valves will also pick Mirage, and then we'll um, probably see Dust 2 as the map 3. We'll see what ends up happening. If Mongols leave Nuke on the board as well, they'll probably pick Nuke Mouse. So we'll see what ends up happening, but expect Mirage to be picked. Expect Ancient to be picked. Those are probably two of the 3 maps just locked because Mongols probably going to punish pick. I would say Mouse is also probably going to punish pick in a nuke. Now, next matchup we have is Liquid Spirit. Liquid, honestly, if you just look at the player ratings, um, Liquid is blown out of the water. However, to something to touch on, Yakinder and Ultimate have been in incredible form this tournament. I've been watching all of Liquid's match. I don't need to say anything, but Yakinder's been looking good. Yes, he's been getting kind of negative KD every now and then, or like every other map, I would say, and that's probably generous to say the least, but he is making really, really high impact. All the kills he gets, you know, he charges up Banana, gets 1 kill, dies. That's still good for a T side. You know, he'll take that one. On Anubis, if you're on CT or T, you get that 1 kill water and then you die to the next one water. That's good. But yeah, he's looking really, really good. Twist calling on T side has been incredible. I mean, they've just dismantled everyone on T side, with the exception of Navi. Oh, actually, not even. The only reason that Liquid lost against Navi, which is their only loss this tournament, is because their CT side. They had 7 rounds on T side on Nuke against Navi, who everyone thought was pretty good up until now. They still are good, but they're not world number 1 good. But they only got like three CT rounds, and they had no pistol rounds either. And they could have easily won that map, and I think they would have probably gone 3-0. So, really, really, really interesting. Again, I think Liquid's going to take this. Obviously, Liquid insta bans Vertigo. Inferno will be insta banned by Spirit. I think. Then I think because Liquid has a higher seed, they will. Yeah, they get the first pick. So they pick. They'll probably pick Anubis or one of the best teams on that map. And then Spirit is probably going to pick in a Dust 2 on Liquid. They haven't looked the best on it. And then we'll probably see a Ancient Decider, if I'm not mistaken. But that'll be nice. I'm taking Liquid on that one. So right now we have Mongols, Liquid in the semifinals. G2 Heroic. Nothing much to really say about this. I honestly just think it's going to be G2. They're just the better team. Heroic has been playing well, but there's not really much to say. G2 is going to ban Vertigo. Heroic's going to ban Inferno. We're probably going to see out of G2. Honestly, I have no clue. They're probably going to pick into one of their more comfortable maps. So maybe we see a Mirage, maybe a Dust 2, but I would say they stay away from Mirage, even though Heroic's probably going to pick it. I think we're going to see Dust 2, Mirage, and then a third map of Anubis or maybe Ancient, but I don't think G2 is going to leave that on the board because Heroic have been looking really great. I don't think Heroic's going to pick that in either G2. Yeah, they haven't won a lot on it recently, but I think they're still a really good team. And if Nico and Manezi can get going, there's just no stopping them. So I'm taking G2 on that. And then the last one, Vitality FaZe. I honestly don't know what to pick here. FaZe, always knows when to turn it up. If Vitality can get all the pieces together, and Zywu can perform, and Spinks and Flames and Apex and Mezzi can perform, they will win. But that's if they can get that going. Kerrigan has played against his team so much. He's one of the best, probably the best IGL in the tournament. Left, probably the best IGL in the game, honestly, in the history of the game, of CS2 at least. Maybe not CSGO, that's debatable. But yeah, I think FaZe, even though Vitality's on this big win streak, I think they could be a really close map. This is definitely going to map 3, no question. But if Vitality looks like they're going to win, they probably will. Going to that first map. Could even be a 2-0, but I think this will go to 3 maps. But yeah, I think I'm going to take Vitality here. Again, could be a toss-up. I'm very, very confident in my other 3 matchups. So, and again, I just need, I already have my gold coin, so it doesn't matter. And I'm picking Mongols to go all the way. So as long as Mongols win, I don't really care what happens. I just need one more team to win. But yeah, obviously Vertigo is going to be banned. I think then Vitality, they're the higher seed, so they get to ban first. They'll probably just ban Ancient, and then FaZe will ban Vertigo. And then Vitality is going to probably pick Mirage, maybe, maybe no, they'll pick Nuke. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I forgot. Vitality's been really good on Nuke recently. But yeah, we'll probably see a Nuke pick, and then I'll see FaZe maybe pick Anubis, perhaps. I don't know. It's going to be a surprise, but I would see it. Vitality isn't the best. They have a kind of lackluster T side and CT side, but Kerrigan can call up whenever he wants on Anubis, so we'll see what ends up happening, and then we'll probably have a Dust 2 or Mirage or Decider. Probably not Inferno. I think FaZe is a much better team than Vitality on Inferno, and it'd be dumb for them to leave it on the board for a pick. So, that being said, again, Mongols, Liquid, G2, Vitality in the semifinals to recap. And then I'm going to have Mongols beating Liquid. I don't care what happens here. If Mongols wins, then great. If Liquid wins, then great. I have a chance at gold coin or Liquid or diamond coin, or Liquid winning the major. Vitality G2 toss up. I don't know yet. I'm probably just going to flip a coin, honestly. You know what? Do I have one around right here? No. Why don't we go flip a coin right now? Flip a coin. Alright, tails. Yep, okay, it will do it again. Heads, Vitality, tails, G2. Let's see what we do. Alright, it's tails, so we're picking G2. It's going to be G2 Mongols, and Mongols is going to win in the grand finals. That's really about it. As I mentioned previously, let's just look at the stats here real quick. Top performers so far. Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking at the opening stage. Well, never mind. Disregard Insani as being one of the best rated players on the stage. He is, but I guess he's just not shown here because, his team didn't make it. I don't know why, but yeah, top performers. Obviously, Donk playing really well. He had a 1v5 clutch against Heroic the other day on map 2. They lost the next round, though, and lost the map, so it didn't really matter in the end, but it was a really, really, really cool clutch. Same with Skulls on Furia. 1v4 clutch against FaZe. Kept the map alive. They brought it like 3 more rounds after that, and then lost. That's looking great, though. Out of Furia, I'm really, really happy that they're looking good. I like Fallen. I think he's a good caller, and I've always loved the player, so it's good to see him doing good. Nico, obviously, and Manezi and Zywu, there's nothing much to touch on there. I mean, they're just some of the best players in the world. Senzu's looking really, really good across Mongols. Honestly, the whole Mongols team is, as I mentioned previously. Spinks and Flames performing really good on Vitality, and NAF, Mr. Consistent. He's doing good. But we shall see what ends up happening. Like I said, I think Mongols is going to win. I hope they win. I will make another video soon once this is over. I will also be live streaming on my Kick tonight, possibly, and after this video is uploaded. I bought the new Indiana Jones game. Come hang out on a chill time. It'll be fun. But yeah, that's about it. Any other news? Really, not much to touch on. Just a lot of interviews. We're major season. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I'm really, really stoked to see what happens. Matches start Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So be prepared, be ready. Hope everyone has a great rest of the night, evening, wherever it may be. But yeah, everyone have a great day. Catch you later. Peace.